Okay, who is the average American? The average American is a male, white Republican, married with about 2 kids. But our country is changing, and there's more ethnicities coming from different countries, and changing the average American. This past November, Republicans lost the presidential election to Democrat Barack Obama. According to the Huffington Post, Barack Obama won 70% of the Latino votes. The Huffington Post also states that our country is generally becoming more diverse, and the Latino population is growing rapidly. In this speech, I will argue that you need to vote for AB 1544. There are 3 reasons to support AB 1544. First, I will argue that the current immigration laws are destroying the agricultural industry. Second, I will argue that AB 1544 will help save the California agricultural industry before it's too late. And third, I will argue that passing AB 1544 will not take away jobs from current U.S.-born citizens. So first, let's talk about how the current immigration laws are hurting the agricultural industry. According to Julie Strupp, since Georgia passed its immigration law in 2011, there has been 40% of farm workers that have fled the state, and $140 million worth of crops that went to ruins. With these immigration laws being passed, it's causing farm workers to leave farms and flee the state, and all these crops are being wasted, and there's tons of money that's going to waste, and it's causing an economic crisis. According to the Sacramento Bee, the California agricultural industry is a $37 billion industry, and if there is an immigration law passed in California that leads to immigrants fleeing the state, the crops will go to waste, and the agricultural industry will be destroyed, causing an even bigger economic crisis in California. Okay, now that we've talked about how the current immigration laws are destroying the agricultural industry, let's talk about how AB 1544 will help save it in California. According to Alex Nowrasta, Latino immigrants are the majority of farm workers in the agricultural industry, and Latinos are the majority of the farm workers in the agricultural industry. Okay. Anyways, according to the writer of AB 1544, if the bill is passed, permits will be issued to illegal immigrants, allowing immigrants to work legally in the state of California in the agricultural and service industry, and also allow them and their families to reside in California nearby. This will make it more comfortable for them and their families to live and also work, and it will, in the end, benefit our economy and agricultural industry, as well as themselves, and give them opportunity. Okay, now according to Ira Melman, she states that passing a law that allows illegal aliens to legally work in the state of California makes no sense, and that there's already not enough jobs for California citizens, and there's an 11% unemployment rate right now. Ira Melman's argument is wrong because Californians or Americans reject these agricultural jobs. According to Randy Rhodes, in Alabama, when the immigration law was passed, after the immigration law was passed, there were still 211,000 people out of work, and in Perry County alone, there was an 18.2% unemployment rate. This just goes to show that after passing the immigration law, there were still a ton of people that were unemployed. This shows that Americans do not want these agricultural jobs, and they're not willing to work them. They don't want to do the backbreaking work and for minimum wage. And according to Rhodes, he states that Governor Robert Bentley, who passed the immigration law in Alabama, one of his main selling points to the law was that it would free up jobs for that immigrants had stolen from recession-battered Americans. But it did not do this because if that was the case, there wouldn't be so many people unemployed. Now there are the agricultural industry, there's nobody working these jobs, and there's still a bunch of unemployed Americans. Okay, so now that I've talked to you about how the 3 reasons that that you should vote for AB 1544, I argued that the current immigration laws are destroying the agricultural industry. And I second argued that AB 1544 will help save California's agricultural industry. And third, I argued that AB 1544 will not take jobs away from U.S. citizens. Now, our country is a melting pot, and there's plenty of people coming in from countries all over the world. And especially the Latino population is especially growing rapidly. And over the next couple of years, it will affect voting even more. So passing AB 1544 will win the Latino vote. Thank you.